for you this lesson from Unity of the Keys Spiritual Center. Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Happy New Year almost. Happy New Year. To wherever you are, whatever you may be experiencing, whatever you might be anticipating coming into the new year, it's almost here. Now for today's ritual, you will need a packet. Hopefully you all got one when you came in. A little packet with an envelope. And if you didn't, just raise your hand. Usher will come to you now. We've got several people we need to grab. Keep your hand up. We've got Sherry and Robin finding you. Yes. Now don't write anything on there yet. I know. You want to. Not yet. We'll be using the white paper first when we do our release, and the blue paper for our intention or letters to God. I'll let you know when we're there. So, we're moving into the new year, 2026. What might that mean for you? Have you thought about it? Sometimes it's fun to come up with a motto. Voices mix in 2026. Better together in 2026. It doesn't have to rhyme. Unitics in 2026. Unitics are what we call ourselves that study unity. And for Unity of the Keys, it's unity sticks in 2026. For we are well beyond the uncertainty of the pandemic. We've made our adjustments. We're moving forward with excitement and zeal and creative ways of being unity today. Perhaps the unity lessons are sticking with us a little bit more. Most definitely, Unity of the Keys is firmly sticking, firmly rooted in the community of Key West. And we have so many wonderful traditions, and this is one of those. Traditions that we've adopted over the years. And so, New Year's Eve is the most common time to set those intentions of what we're going to do for the new year, those intentions that we quite often forget about, or by February, they're really forgotten. But we know that we can make that intention, we can set that intention every single day. It doesn't have to have a special date circled on the calendar. And this day, we're looking at how we're going to release, what we're going to release to prepare ourselves for that new year. For all of us are carrying things, some that are deeply rooted for years, and other things that are just fresh and new, maybe some frustrations even from this morning, that we can let go of. So think for a moment, how did this year go for you? I know I had my joys, absolute, true, and deep joys, and I had my challenges. You guys know I'm a crier, so I cry when I'm absolutely overwhelmed with delight, and I cry when I'm moved, and also frustration and hurt. You know, that's just part of the human condition that we experience these things. But do any of us need to carry those things, like badges or chips on our shoulder, into the new year? How does that help us? And it absolutely doesn't. We want to begin the new year as if it is a crisp, unblemished opportunity to experience life in a new way. Kind of how we look at every day. It's a crisp, new opportunity to express life, to express love, to be the presence in a new way. And that's where our work comes in. So as you hear me say, quite often it's an inside job. It is all, every bit of it, an inside job. It's all the inner work that we do to move from that humanity of which we are into the divinity of which we are. And to spend more time coming from a space of love and peace and compassion. Letting go of yesterday or last week, last year, or decades ago. Because we know that pasting affirmations on top of old wounds doesn't work. It doesn't work. might feel okay for a while, but it's the woundedness to look at, to heal, layer by layer by layer by layer, letting go. It's like that beach ball we talk about. We push things down below the surface. La 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 la, everything's fine. But eventually, that beach ball is going to come back up. And to use our spiritual tools when it does. To go, oh, there you are. There you are. I recognize you. I thought I had healed you. But apparently I have some more work to do. So today is a ritual to symbolize this work. And we must always look at the Gospel of Mark for today. For in the Gospel of Mark, second chapter, 22nd verse, and no one puts new wine into old wineskins. If he does, the wine will burst the skins, and the wine is lost, and so are the skins. But new wine is for fresh skins. Such a simple little passage that is filled with so much. So think about the property of the new wineskins. They're pliable. They're soft. They move. They absorb with expansion. They yield, don't they? They take the shape of how much is poured into it, and yet supports the wine. And the new wine is bubbling, it's fermenting, it is full of life. Then you have those old wineskins that are cracked, tough. They're not going to change shape. You put that new wineskin in that's bubbling and wants to move, and the old wineskins cannot hold it, and they break. We can think about that for ourselves, our psyche, our emotional state, our spiritual state. How do we want to walk in this world? Do we want to be like new wineskins? Open, ready to receive, flexible, accommodating, bubbling? Or do we want to be like those old wineskins, rigid in our ways, irritated, frustrated, because life generally is throwing us curves? So we don't really get new results in our lives until we change our way of thinking. And of course, that's what unity is all about. That's not a new lesson. We can learn to lean into everything works out for me. I trust the divine timing. We can lean into, with God, all things are possible. I am not alone in this. I have all the tools I need. I have an inner wisdom within me to help me through this. And when we have this opened mindset, we're inspired to be creative and positive and loving, to be so compassionate towards others. So one of the ways that we create, symbolically, this idea of the new wineskins going into the new year is with our burning bowl ceremony. And so we're going to move into that. Now we'll have the opportunity to write on the paper, but let's move into this time of meditation. If you'd like to sit with your feet on the floor perhaps, and just breathe into this now space, into this moment. Close your eyes if you wish to. You don't need them open for a little bit. For the purpose of this quiet time is not as a memorial to the past, and it's not a time for wishful thinking. It's a time for the definite work of cleansing, releasing, letting go of grudges, hurt, guilt, freeing ourselves from those judgments. We allow ourselves to consider who might not be passing harmless through our minds or across our hearts. Are there people that need to be forgiven or released? Are we burdening ourselves, weighing ourselves down with our own negative thoughts and emotions? Consider this for a minute. Search your heart. We recognize the intensity of the emotions that these memories generate within us, and we do not condemn ourselves for such. We choose, however, to change our injured feelings to feelings of harmony, love, and peace. And we address those people or groups or incidents we need to forgive simply by noting their names or their initials. You can open your eyes now and begin your forgiveness list. I release, I let go. And jot them on your white piece of paper. We also release any thoughts or habit patterns that we may wish to be free of. On that same piece of paper, you can write down those that you would like to release moving into the new year. Criticisms or judgments. Ego, the tendency to blame, the need to be right, the need to be in control, the need for attention, any habits that you formed, gossiping, looking at the negative, everything that keeps you from connecting to your most authentic self. Write those behaviors down or those ways of being that you want to release moving into the new year. And when our music team is complete with their list, we're going to invite them first out to the burning bowl. We can continue noting on our list. The ushers will indicate when it's time for you to move forward. Head out to the Peace Garden, and if you'd like someone to take your list with them, you can do that as well. Just let the usher know.
I let go, let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. I release and and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. And I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. Yes, I'm only here for God.
How do you feel? Doesn't that feel great? Putting that right in the flames. So wonderful. And there's Larry, our keeper of the flame out there, making sure that they were all burned and nothing got away from us. So we've released ourselves from those judgments about others and about ourselves. And it's so freeing, so beautifully freeing. So I invite you now to take out your second piece of paper, your little blue one that at the top says, "My letter of gratitude to God." And how you do this is up to you. Hold on just a moment. Let's applaud Larry for what he did for us today. Thank you. Yeah. Last year, Larry was out there with an umbrella. Yeah. All right. So you may choose to write a letter of gratitude to God, thanking God in advance for all the marvelous things that are going to happen in this new year. You can thank Him for the peace that you're feeling or whatever you are wanting to accomplish that you want to manifest in the new year. Or it might be statements of intention where you say, I resolve, I commit, I resolve to remember to love my neighbor. I commit to consciously connecting with the divine daily. So this letter will be written as guided by your heart. So let's close our eyes for a moment. Breathe into this now space. Living, loving Spirit. This day I enter into this time with my heart open, with my mind receptive, to knowing that this new year is a gift. I still my thoughts so that what I write in this paper is divinely guided from you, Spirit. Your guidance speaking to me and through me. For I believe in the beauty, the possibilities, the transformations, the promises of a new year. And right now, dear God, I greet this new year aware of the Christ consciousness within me. I'm filled with all the potentials for growth and perfection and transformation. I know you are always with me, precious Spirit, empowering me to transform difficulties into stepping stones. Amen. You can open your eyes now and use this time to write your letter or your affirmation to God. And when you're complete, you'll address the envelope. When you feel that your letter is complete, reread it. And when it feels absolutely complete, you can fold it, put it in the envelope, seal it, and address the envelope to your home address. It will be held safely here at the church and mailed to you at the right and perfect time. Know that as you have asked, so it will be given to you. All the strength, the power, the love, the wholeness that you affirm right now, gathering within you, enabling you to know the strength of your convictions, the desires of your heart. And when you're complete, the ushers will pick up the envelopes from you. And so it is.